At the end of July 2020, Nike released what many consider to be its greatest advertising film ever, You Can't Stop Us. The 90-second commercial is a masterclass in video editing, which is coupled with the signature storytelling style that allows Nike to wow the world time after time. But why is this campaign, along with the ever-growing backlog of Nike commercials, so damn good? Why do they put a lump in our throats, force us to hold back tears, and make us feel as if we can achieve the impossible? Well, this video is going to explain exactly why Nike makes the best ads ever. There are three words that best describe why Nike ads are so good. Story, story, story. Because of this, Nike ads don't make you feel like a consumer of a product, but instead make you feel like an audience of an experience. And to achieve this, there are three pillars of Nike's superior storytelling ability. These are speaking to me and we, use of the underdog, and bridging between dreams and reality. So first up, speaking to me and we. Storytelling over time has transcended words and vocabulary. It's often the case that a great story can be told just through image and sounds. But for Nike's best ads, we see time and time again that they tap into some very basic language devices that in turn tap into our innermost feelings and emotions. One of which is the repeated use of personal pronouns. 5 of Nike's most popular ads in recent years have deliberately peppered these into the narration. The recent You Can't Stop Us had 15 uses of we or variations of we in 90 seconds. Dream Crazier, narrated by Serena Williams, had 10, and Never Too Far Down also had 15. This repetitive use of we invariably makes audience members feel that they're part of something bigger than themselves, that they are a component of a collective that can overcome all hurdles and achieve greatness. You Can't Stop Us, and Never Too Far Down in particular, have been incredibly effective given how isolated people around the world have felt during the 2020 global pandemic. These ads have filled a void when it comes to connection with others. They've acted as reminders of who we surround ourselves with and the role that we play in teams, groups, and communities. Humans are social beings with an inherent drive to unify with others, to form teams, tribes, and collectives. And Nike repeatedly taps into this when it matters most. And other Nike ads have spoken more directly to the individual by using you, your, or yourself. We saw this with What Will They Say About You? Another ad aimed at encouraging women to break through outdated stereotypes and cultural traditions that have prevented women from engaging in athletic endeavours, with 9 uses of you variations in 70 seconds. And this was also seen in the widely successful Colin Kaepernick Just Do It ad, in which he uses 12 variations of you within 60 seconds, that again implicitly urge those held back by prejudices and discrimination to break through such inequalities and enact personal and societal change. The word you is one that we all incessantly hear within conversations with others. It shines a spotlight on us and it forces us to contribute, make decisions, and be driven towards action. And Nike's direct language forces you to think, feel, and be guided towards bettering yourself, your situation, your skills, your abilities, and your performance. You end up feeling as if the ad has been made strictly for you and that you're an audience of one. And because of this, you start to imagine yourself embodying the characters that are present within the story that's being told. And with any great story, particularly those surrounding a heroic protagonist, we all like to indulge in a fanaticism that could be us, that we could be the hero that saves the day and ultimately does the impossible. And with that, we turn our attention to the second pillar of Nike storytelling, the use of the underdog. The Colin Kaepernick ad was powerful for a number of reasons, but at the heart of his success was that Kaepernick himself had come to embody the underdog. And this was because of his courage at being the first major public figure to take the knee in 2016 during the US national anthem before NFL games, in order to draw attention to continual racial injustices. Being the underdog is something Nike itself embodied for so many years in their attempt to dethrone the likes of Asics and Adidas when they were starting out in the 1970s. Nike took on these behemoths to become the most dominant sporting brand in the world, yet still seeks to uphold this central tenet of the company's identity. And so in many of their ads, Nike has an insatiable desire to play on the theme of the underdog. The athletes or people who, on paper, don't look like winning, those who have been marginalised or victimised for who they are or what they represent. And Nike have cleverly demonstrated this by showing rather than telling, so that the audience themselves can actually build out the narrative of the underdog. One truly notable example of this was the Find Your Greatness ad in 2012, which depicts an overweight boy running towards the camera on an empty road at what appears to be the early morning. The accompanying narration does indeed help build the story of greatness being something that we all have and that we're all capable of. But as the boy gets closer, it compels you as a viewer to fill in the blanks in your own mind. You think, why is he running on an empty road, in the middle of the road, at what looks to be only shortly after sunrise? And you think, what's compelled him to do this? Is he being bullied and wants to lose weight? Is this his summer break and he wants to get fit for his high school tryouts? Does he just want to better himself? He looks like an underdog. Because of all the images you've been fed by society, he doesn't fit the mould of what you expect an early morning jogger to look like. And then you think, what's my excuse? He's going after it, so why shouldn't I? Not all athletes look like what society has told us what an athlete looks like. But that's fine, we can all be great. You end up willing him on, and again you fantasize about the unlikely hero that Nike often depicts. And you want to be that hero too. Because Nike is aware that a lot of us have the odds stacked against us. All of us have certain limitations that are either visible or invisible that have been placed upon us by society or from birth. And because of this, we are drawn to the underdog, the one who can lift themselves and others up through enough effort and determination, the one who can make dreams become reality. Which leads us onto our final pillar of Nike's storytelling. Nike's ads throughout the years have relived the awe-inspiring impossible moments of human athleticism and performance. The impossible shots, comebacks, and victories. Those moments that feel almost dreamlike. And those dreamlike moments are those moments that fill every single one of us with hope. And Nike seeks to play on this by incorporating into their ads a clear bridge between reality and those dreams. And this is perhaps most obvious for a number of Nike football ads, such as The Switch, Take It to the Next Level, Winner Stays On, and My Time Is Now. Within all of these ads, Nike exploits the childhood dream millions have or have held, that of becoming a professional footballer or even becoming their idols. Within The Switch, we see a teenage English boy switch bodies and lives with Cristiano Ronaldo. It's humorous and playful, yet it taps into a serious question that millions of teenagers have inevitably asked themselves and their friends at some point. What would it be like to be Cristiano Ronaldo? And in Winner Stays On, we see a group of teens play out the classic park football scenario of saying that they're their favourite players and this coming to life. The players morph into their heroes as they shout their names whilst receiving the ball, again tapping into the inner dreams and fantasies of children who've worn the jerseys of their favourite players. But the greatest Nike ad when it comes to creating a clear bridge between fantasy and reality has to be Take It to the Next Level, produced in 2008 by world-renowned director Guy Ritchie. It tells the story of a nameless and faceless amateur player who very quickly rises the ranks to play football at the elite level, demonstrating the journey's perks of beautiful women, fast cars and luxury holidays along the way. And whilst it exaggerates a rapid rise, for those 3 minutes you believe every second of it. You believe that it's possible that through hard work you can reach the top. That 1 minute you're scoring the winner for your local team and the next you're rolling into the dressing room of a professional club. For those 3 minutes, your biggest dreams become reality. And when it's all over, you're compelled to take it to the next level, which is just another action statement that stems from the iconic "Just Do It" slogan. These statements used within many of the ads mentioned in this video provide a clear call to action for viewers, so that they feel that they can go on to live out their goals, aspirations, and dreams. And this is what Nike ultimately supports when you combine the 3 pillars that we've discussed. Nike is one of, if not the best, at emotional marketing. And the word emotion stems from the Latin emovere, to move. And that's exactly what you want to do after watching these masterpieces in storytelling. You feel compelled to lace up your trainers, sneakers, boots, cleats, whatever you call them, and then go out running, shooting, jumping, hitting, throwing, splashing, or lifting. Or you feel compelled to unite, to stand up, to fight back, and to do what's right. Nike makes the best ads ever because when it comes down to it, they're not really ads. They're stories that speak directly to us, the underdog, and they give us enough reason to believe that our dreams can become reality.